come talk with us. We'll help meet those needs. But I encourage you to do the right thing now if you're pregnant. Don't let them hurt your child.
I'd like to hear your side of what this is.
What do you mean?
I'd like to hear your point on why you think that holding these signs up is appropriate to these women who have already been through enough.
What do you mean they've been through enough?
Some of these women have been raped.
No,
you don't realize
no.
it.
Actually, I come here often. I very seldom hear from someone who's been raped.
Well, I mean, it's not a good thing to go through. You should always realize.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do you think that
these signs are not pro-rape? These aren't about rape. These are about a baby who's having a crime inflicted upon it. We're not talking about the rape. We deal with the rapist in that situation.
So you seem to know, having been enlightened on the subject a little bit.
No, it's logic. It's common sense. You discipline, deal with a rapist. You don't kill a baby because a mother had a crime committed against her.
Yeah, but it's the baby of her raper. Is that?
It's human life.
Why would you want to carry a baby that of the person who assaulted you?
That won't
threw
change.
You on the ground, inserted themselves inside of you.
That's not going to change though. That happened.
So you're just going to hold their kid for the rest of your life? Is that what you want?
Well, I'll say this.
They might not even be able to take care of.
Well, you're asking me a question. I'll answer the question.
Okay.
I've had numerous girls live in my home that were pregnant through rape. I used to run a maternity home. Not one of them regretted giving birth to the baby because they knew it was up to them to do right. A crime was committed against them. The pregnancy's there anyway. They got to go through a procedure anyway. The baby's got to come out anyway. Either they would make sure the baby's dead when it comes out, or when it comes out, it's alive. Either they're going to perpetrate a crime also. The crime's been committed against them. They can't change that. They've got to make the best of this bad situation. The best is not to murder the child.
But you're also just making people feel bad by coming here.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
Why?
If someone was molesting a child and I said don't molest a child, I hope they feel pretty bad about it. Should someone feel good about killing their child, honestly?
But it's already happened, so it doesn't mean anything.
What's already happened?
The molestation. If someone's molested a child, they've already been molested.
That's not the issue here. People aren't molesting children here. People are coming here to kill their children. There should be a degree of guilt felt if someone's coming to kill their child.
They're going through shit that they should not have to go through in the first place.
How do you know? You're telling me I know all this stuff. How do you know?
How do I know?
That they're going through all this stuff. A lot of people, most people that have abortions nowadays, it's not because of financial reasons, because they just simply don't want to be pregnant. But that's not the child's fault.
Yeah, but it's their decision.
It's my decision to rape a child. Was that wrong?
Yes, it is very
Why?
Because you're raping a child.
Why is that different?
With an idea. Do you think
why
that
is that
child
different?
Can think? Can that child think?
Let's say my 2-year-old child's in a coma. Is it okay then to kill the child?
If they can't do anything.
So you would say,
what if it take it off life support? What's the point of keeping a child that can't do anything for the rest of its life?
I had a child that was like basically in a coma on life support for a few days. He's healthy and fine now. That's not the point.
What if it wasn't? What if it was weeks? What if it was months? What if they were in this coma and they weren't going to come out of it, and just keeping them there didn't?
Well, see, we're not talking about that. You're talking apples and oranges. In this situation, we're talking about someone, let's say someone that cannot function in society for what? For 3 more months, and you know it's going to be born and be a person outside of the womb. We're not talking about someone you're wondering if they will. You let these women go home and not have these abortions, they're going to have a healthy baby.
It doesn't mean they're going to have a happy life.
That's up to them, whether they have the abortion or not. If they want a happy life, they need to live a life that'll lead to happiness.
Yeah, if that's so, then why can't they abort the baby?
Why should killing a child contribute to that?
Though? Why can't you give them the option?
Okay, because it's wrong to kill a child.
It's not a child yet.
Well, I mean,
it's a fetus. That doesn't have
what
a
does
brain.
Fetus mean?
Isn't fully formed.
Is adolescent a child?
Can it think? Can it make its own choices?
No. You're arguing terms that deal with stage of life. Embryo, fetus, blastocyst, whatever. Senior citizen, adolescent, adult. They're just terms that talk about what stage of human life there are.
Can it think?
Well, they have brainwaves by 5 weeks.
Can it make fully formed decisions?
Well, sometimes I look at grown-ups and I'm kind of wondering if they can.
Does it have anything to do with
Sometimes
society?
I look at grown-ups, I wonder if they can contribute logically to society.
They do something.
That's not the point.
They can do something.
The point is, it's an innocent human life, and it's not up to you or me to kill that child. That's the point.
I mean, yes, you created the life. Why can't you take it away?
I've got those 2 daughters. It's not my right to take their lives. They have their own lives.
Well, they have their own choice and their own lives to make their decisions.
But there are rights and wrongs. It's wrong to kill innocent life if it's not mine to kill. It's not my life to kill.
It's wrong to keep a child of rape who knows that their father was a rapist. Or
I've known many children who were children of rape living fine lives.
I'm sure that they have to deal with that for the rest of their lives.
All of us deal with stuff all through our lives.
Okay, well
that's no reason to kill an innocent person. Let that person make the decision, not you. How selfish is that?
They're making the decision right here.
No, I mean, let the person who has to die make the decision.
They're not a fully formed being yet.
Well,
there's nothing to make.
Neither is a 2-year-old.
Because they can't do
Neither is a 2-year-old.
That's like putting a mouse on the ground and telling it to roll a dice. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't know what that means, but neither is a 2-year-old a fully formed person. That's just a stage.
They can do things. They can make.
They'll
decisions.
starve to death if you don't feed them. They still need the protection and care of their parents. We come from a different worldview. We come from a different worldview. Yours is very much a selfish one, where whatever is good for you, not good for the innocent party.
Good for the whole. More like, if what
whole?
Are you being afflicted by these babies?
Huh? No, it's not about me.
Well then,
I'm here speaking up for the innocent people who are going to die, and also offering help.
They don't have any thoughts. They can't be mad. They can't be sad.
That's not up to me to say, because someone can't frame a thought like I can, that they are deserving of death.
Do you believe in a human soul?
I do.
I do. When do you believe a human soul is a thing?
Well,
sperm cell? Are you saying I can't masturbate?
No, because that's not a human soul.
Kills sperm cells?
No. A human has 46 chromosomes. Okay, there's a mother and a father.
Yeah.
So once there's fertilization, everything you are, chromosomally, DNA, it's all there. You got a different blood type. Everything's already in there with what color your hair you're going to have, the shape of your body. All of that's already there. You are that individual. A woman can be pregnant with a boy, for goodness sake, with a different blood type. It's not her body. So I would say, most likely, it will make logical sense.
Is her body.
You asked about the soul.
Not her body?
No.
It's not her body.
No. No, absolutely. No, I mean, no scientist or doctor would. I mean, abortionist would tell you it's not her body. That's not even biologically logical.
I mean, it's in her. She created it.
Whatever. I can chew on gum. It doesn't make it part of my body. The baby's within there being nurtured. A baby out of the womb is nurtured at the mother's breast. It's still not part of her body. How can a woman be a boy with a different DNA? Come on, think about it. I mean, that's logic.
Why can't you make it their choice? Why is a man telling a woman what to do?
They're women.
Yeah, they have bad opinions.
So you say? Well, but you're a guy. You have no opinion to say that.
I have an opinion for them to have their own choice. I have an opinion for them to pick whether or not they want to have the kid.
Yeah, if it wasn't a moral issue that dealt with another innocent party, I'm all with you, man.
Except the party doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have
a
mind.
So you say.
It
well,
doesn't have a brain.
What made you the theologian to say that? Why do you say that?
A lot of America agrees the same way.
It doesn't matter what someone agrees with. I'm talking about what's biologically factual. If they've got a brainwave at 5 weeks,
with someone who's,
no. Let's say at 5 weeks, a doctor can see brain waves. So if you're saying brain waves, you're saying then you'd be against killing them with brain waves after 5 weeks. But now you
5 weeks is
but you know what? Every abortion here happens after 5 weeks. That's the point.
Okay. Well, then it's their choice.
So then you ought to grab a sign with us and say it's wrong.
I don't see what the problem is.
Your argument was they didn't have brain, or they don't have brain function.
This is a country of freedom, is it not?
But you're skirting and skipping all around. Follow through a thought.
I am following.
If your argument was brain function, brain activity, you're with us. They do have brain activity.
Can they make a decision?
Whatever. What decision does a 1-year-old have to make? What decision does a 6-month-old?
There's a lot of decisions a 1-month-old or
what? To scream for food.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they don't give it to them, but if you don't give it to them, sure, they can do it. But they got liquid in their lungs. You look at a 4D ultrasound where there's a abortion taking place. That child's writhing and doing his best to scream. There's no oxygen in the lungs.
I obviously see that this argument is going nowhere.
All right, man.
It's a choice, not a...
Well, I hear what you're saying. It definitely is a choice, but some choices are simply wrong and immoral.
Well, it's an opinion, I guess.
They're all opinions, but some opinions are right and some opinions are wrong. The difference is I believe in absolutes. You don't. You have a good day.